Well, a very good morning from Phuket, and today I've come over to Kata and we're going to be taking a look at a well-known soi here in Kata where a lot of people tend to stay. There's a lot of businesses down there, good choice of a different accommodation, hotels and guest houses. The soi in question is called Kaktanod Soi, if I've pronounced that right. Just behind me here, I don't know whether you can just see the top of it peeking out there, the big Buddha statue, and this road here is the Patong Road, and this runs from Shillong through the back of Kata, the main road, through into Karon and on into Patong. But we're not going to be walking down Patong Road, as I say. We're going to walk down Kaktanod Soi, which is just behind me. You can see the sign here. So let's start and make our way down the soi off the busy main road. One thing I've noticed walking along here is they've actually done the footpaths, which is nice to see. It's currently having a bit of work done on it. I'm just looking at how long it took me to walk here because I've parked my bike by the Beyond Kata Resort, so that's where we're going to be heading towards. I set off at 24 minutes past and it is now 11:47, so that has taken me just over 20 minutes to walk along the side. Already we've got a small massage shop. I think they're open. There's shoes outside. They're probably dealing with a customer. But as you will see as we walk down this side, many things have changed along here over the last 2 years from the COVID situation. So that's why I've decided to come over here, because a lot of people have been asking me about this soi. It's very popular with people staying, as I mentioned, in Kata, because there is a variety of accommodation. You've got hostels, you've got guest houses, you've got some very nice hotels along here as well, and it's not too far away from the centre of Kata, depending on what you class. Just let that motorbike go. Depending on what you class as the centre of Kata, of course, but 20 minutes to the Kata Beyond Resort from here. As I've said, I've just walked along here. I'm a little bit hot. It is very, very nice. Let's just take a moment and have a look at the weather. So, as you can see, we've got broken cloud, a bit of blue sky. Very, very warm today. I'm already sweating because of the walk. So Phuket not doing too bad on the weather front. Now Thailand has been seeing a lot of rain of late, especially Bangkok. They've had some flooding. Phuket hasn't entirely got away with it. We had a little bit of flooding in Talang. Anybody that's following my Facebook group would have seen those pictures. It's quite bad outside the Blue Canyon Golf Club. In fact, the water was up to the level of a car roof. That's how bad it was. And also a little bit of flooding in Phuket town, but generally we haven't done too bad. Now the reason why I've stopped here, because this is a hostel, and as you can see, rooms starting at 400 baht. You'll have to excuse the background noise because this is quite a busy road. So if you're backpacking around Phuket and you're looking for hostel accommodation, so there's one here already, 400 baht, that's what it says, starting at. Don't know much about the accommodation, but there is hostel accommodation here, if that's something that you're interested in. So we'll carry on, and as you will see, people that have not been to this area before won't know what businesses are here and what are not, but of course if you're watching and you visited this area, you may remember what businesses were here before. Of course we have had some casualties over the last 2 years. As you can see, there was a business here before. I can't really remember what it was, but this is up for sale. The hotel next door, again, there was a hotel and a bar here. I can't remember the name of it, but that is also up for sale. So those businesses have gone here, which are close to the main road, close to Patong Road. So a couple of casualties, and as you will see, it's a very mixed bag walking down here. There's businesses that are still here, of course. There's some businesses that have gone, and there are some new businesses, so that might be of interest. There is houses for rent as well. If you're looking for a house to rent, as you can see, I don't know where it is exactly, but there's a house there, and there's one I've actually walked past it already, up for rent just a little bit further up. So if you're looking for a house for say 3 months, 6 months, maybe you're coming over here not really for a holiday but an extended stay, shall we say, that might be of interest to you. So again, this area you're going to find all different types of accommodation, houses, guest houses, bed and breakfasts, hotels, and in fact you can see just in front of me here. Now this used to be a hotel, I don't know the name, but this has been closed for a very long time. It was closed before the COVID situation. Anybody that knows anything about this resort, hotel, whatever it was, I'd be interested to hear a little bit more about it, because as I say, for as long as I can remember this has been shut, which seems a bit of a shame because it must have some fantastic views from these rooms, accommodation, apartments, whatever they are, I don't really know. As I say, there must be some fantastic views looking over the ocean, because obviously they're facing towards Kata beach and that direction. So please do drop a comment in the section down below if you know the original name of that accommodation, what's happened with it. It's been empty for a very long time, as I say. I don't know why it hasn't been taken over. Maybe there's some issue with the land or some problem as regards that, I'm not quite sure, but that seems a bit of a shame. Again, another sign over there, house for rent. So if that's something you're looking for and you want to be in the Kata area, then there's going to be accommodation here that you're going to be able to find. There's a little bit of building going along this road. As I say, they have put new footpaths in recently. This has been done over the last 2 years. They're also working on the drains as well, I noticed this morning. Now this is an Italian restaurant, the Pomodoro. Don't know much about it, I've not eaten here, but it's an Italian restaurant, pizzeria. They've got some very, very good comments on Google Maps, people that have left feedback, and it's all positive. It's a place that I want to come and eat. Actually, I want to come over and do a little bit more coverage of restaurants. And then just in front we've got a new mini Big C supermarket that's opened, and there's a 7-Eleven next door to that. Now these are new additions to this road. These have only been open sort of 12 months, 18 months. During the COVID period they were being built. So if you're staying in this area, you're going to have some mini marts to pick from. I can see a laundry shop there that's open, and then we've got a couple of businesses. I don't know what they were before. Some of them have gone, some of them are still here. There's a cafe. So again, as I've said, it's a bit of a mixed picture here. There's a pharmacy, that's here, that's open, and then a cafe. Again, this is actually open because I've seen it open when I've come through Kata. It's not open at the minute, of course. It's coming up to lunchtime, it's midday. Some of the businesses here don't open till late in the afternoon because, yes, it is very quiet over here, as you will see as we're walking down this road. A few people have made comments on previous videos that I've done about it being the middle of low season and it's going to be quiet. Yes, of course, I don't disagree with you. Of course it's going to be quiet at the moment. We are smack bang in the low season or the rainy season, so it's not going to be as busy as in the high season. But generally, Thailand is not as busy as it was previously to COVID, and also even before COVID, Thailand was starting to quieten down. It wasn't as busy as, say, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Thailand was at its height in popularity. Places are like the fashion, they come and go, unfortunately. Tourist resorts come and go. I remember when I was young, I used to go to Greece and the Greek islands. When I was in my 20s, that was a very popular place to go, and then for a while it fell out of fashion, and I'm now seeing recently that Greece has come back in to fashion, and that a lot of people are visiting Greece again. And Thailand is no different to any of these other places that I've mentioned. Of course, it's very fashionable at one time to come to Thailand. It was well known for being cheap. Then of course, with the boom in tourism, Thailand became more modern. A lot more building went on here. There was a lot of investment in Thailand, and of course prices started to rise. Sorry about the traffic, can't really do a lot about it. What we got here, we got a little bar. So I am going to come to Kata and take a look at the nightlife, like I've done with Karan. the Happy Bar there, the Happy Corner Bar. So this will be open later on. I have seen that open recently. And then next to that we've got a repair shop, motorbike repair. There are numerous motorbike rental shops along here because I've already walked past them. I'll show them shortly. But as I was saying, Thailand has become a little bit more expensive over the years. It doesn't have to be expensive, it's down to you yourself. This is what I've tried to show on my channel, that you can still come to Thailand and have a very affordable, good holiday. But some people say it's very, very expensive. Well, it can be, just like anywhere else in the world. It can be very expensive depending on where you stay, where you shop, what you do, where you eat, etc. And of course, because now Thailand is getting known to be a little bit more costly, people are looking at places like Cambodia, which is up and coming, Laos, which is up and coming. Of course, Vietnam is becoming very, very popular, very similar to Thailand in a lot of ways. So in a way, Thailand has fell out of fashion, unfortunately, and we've got to wait a little while for it to become more fashionable again, and I'm sure that will happen at some point. I still think we're another 12 months away from seeing any real tourism coming back. Of course, tourism is slowly coming back after COVID. There is no doubt about that. We've got a little coffee shop that was here before, that's gone. So if you remember that is no longer, that's up for rent or for sale. And then next to that we have some homes. I thought it might have been a motorbike shop, but no. And then we've got the Kata helmet shop. So if you need a helmet for your bike, they've got a motorbike helmet shop here that's open, as you can see there. Always handy to know where to get your motorbike helmet from. Of course, Thailand are introducing new fines now and penalties for people that are riding motorbikes and cars illegally, without a helmet, without a license. Those are coming in over the next few months. So be careful of that, because the fines are now going up considerably. I have posted in my group about it, so if you want to know more details, go over and check my group. Also, why I'm talking about my group, a lot of people ask me for recommendations. Now, I don't like to recommend places because I realise that we're all different and we all like things, and unless I know you personally, it's very hard for me to recommend places, because of course you may not like those places just because I like them, not necessarily you will like them. And the whole idea of my YouTube channel is to actually show you these places, businesses, areas in as much detail as I can, so that you are well informed and able to make a decision yourselves whether that place is going to be suitable for you, rather than asking me for recommendations, because I am I am getting inundated with emails, messages on my Messenger, Facebook. Where do I recommend? Do I recommend this hotel? Where should we stay? Etc, etc, etc. And as I say, it's very difficult for me to recommend places if I don't know you personally. So just bear that in mind. And this is something that I normally say when I answer people, and they might think that it's a way of trying to get out of answering, and it's not. I'm genuinely prefer not to recommend places, because I don't want to get into the scenario where people say, oh well, you recommended this and it wasn't suitable, because it is very difficult. Now, across the road there is a Turkish restaurant. This has been here for a very long time, the Istanbul. I have done a video on it. It's been some time back. It's a very nice restaurant if you're after something for a change, different from Thai food. Obviously, if you're coming to Thailand, you're going to want to eat Thai food, but maybe one of the nights you want to change. Well, you've got a Turkish restaurant, very, very nice, a very reasonable price. There's another restaurant called the Red Chair, is that? Yeah, the Red Chair restaurant next door. I'm guessing they do Thai food, a mixture of European food. I'm not quite sure, because I haven't been in that restaurant. And then working our way down, now there was another Turkish restaurant here, I forget the name of it, but as you can see, that has gone. So we've lost a few businesses along here, but we have gained one or two as well, because the highwayman, the curry people, the Indian curry restaurant that used to be just outside of Karon on the Patong road, on the main road, is actually now moved further along this road, as you will see as we walk down. There's a motorbike rental shop there, so if you're looking at renting a motorbike, there's a few places here. and then we're coming down to the Palmery, which is opened up now, a hotel. So this is hotel accommodation. Again, I don't know what this hotel is like. I've not been inside of it, but it looks very nice from the outside. I have had people comment that they've stayed there and it's been a good experience. I don't know how long ago that was, but this is now open. Now I don't know whether it's fully open, because again, I've mentioned hotels that have been opened, and as far as I know it's open, but I don't know to what degree when I say it's open. And it's always a good idea now, if you're booking a hotel, if you want to drop them an email and ask them what facilities they have available at present, because just because the hotel is open, like I reported on the Centaura in Caron, the hotel is open but not all the facilities are available. So it is a good idea at the moment to maybe drop the hotel that you're staying at a quick short email asking them what facilities, what restaurants they've got open, are all the pools open, etc, etc, because you may come here, you may come to the hotel and then find that you haven't got use of all the facilities, which is a little bit disappointing if you think they have all the facilities open. Because even though hotels are now opening up, and we will see more and more hotels opening up going towards the high season, of course, they're still not running 100%. You know, they may be running a reduced staff, because staffing is a problem at the moment here in Phuket. A lot of businesses are struggling to get staff because a lot of people have left the island because of the last 2 years. So there is a staff shortage at the moment on the island. I know many businesses are struggling with staff, so it may be that the hotel wants to open all the facilities but they don't have full staff to be able to do that. So as I say, it may be a good idea to drop that hotel a short email making sure that all the facilities that are listed are actually open, and then that saves you any disappointment when you get here. So we'll carry on walking down here. Now there was some businesses across the other side of the road opposite the Palmery. Some have gone, some are open. There's a massage shop, I think that one is still open. I think one of them has gone, or two of them have gone, and the one that's open I think doesn't open until late in the afternoon. And then not quite sure what's over there. There's a mart, maybe a mini mart. Yeah, so you've got some beach accessories and small snack food type things, mini mart stuff. And then we have a small Thai restaurant, is it? Shop selling Thai curries and Thai food there. Small restaurant, not just a shop, because they've got some tables as well. So you can get yourself some Thai food if that's what you want to eat. But there's a good choice of food along this road actually. You've got Indian, Turkish, Thai of course, European food. But as you can see, still many places shut. That place over there isn't open, I don't think it's open in the evening either. I haven't noticed it. There's a place there for rent. That place is actually for sale as well. Now we've got the Kata Hillside Hotel. People have made comments about that. It is currently open as far as I know. Again, I don't know to what degree it's open. If you are planning on staying at that hotel, well, that's quite nice. You can see a fish tank there above. Massive fish tank. I don't know whether you can make that out on the top there. Wow, beautiful, really nice. But if you're planning on staying there, then it might be worth dropping them an email to make sure that whatever facilities they've got are available, just in case. And then next to that we've got a small drink stand. Coming down now to, unfortunately, a few businesses that are closed. There used to be some restaurants and bars just along here, but they've gone, unfortunately, and nobody reopening them as yet. Maybe as we get closer to the high season, or maybe next year, people will take on the businesses and reopen them. Of course, if you're looking for a business, then there are plenty of businesses for rent or for sale around this area. So that may be something that interests you. So again, you could be watching it there, the Red Duck restaurant and coffee shop. That's no longer open, as you can see. Not hard to tell that that's not open. And then again, I don't know what was next door. Room for rent, so this must have been apartments. Not quite sure, because as you can see, it's quite a big building. Must have had rooms for rent, but that's, I'm guessing, for sale. That says for sale. So if you're looking at maybe buying a hotel here, something like that, renting a hotel, then there are places that you're going to be able to take a look at if you're interested. This used to be the bar area for the apartments. As you can clearly see, it's no longer. And then next door we have more accommodation. As I say, lots of choice of accommodation around Kata of all different grades, some of it open, some of it not. Again, I don't think this one is currently open. I think they're having work done on it at the moment. I did notice earlier, yeah, there's some workmen outside, so they're probably getting it ready to open for the high season. Maybe they're doing some refurb work on it. I'm not quite sure. Of course, it may be up for sale, I don't know. And then again, more apartments, I'm guessing they are, rooms for rent. That's closed at the minute because of the green around it, but I'm sure it will open back up closer to the high season. We've got the auto grill and bar, that is open, maybe not right at this minute, but open later in the day. And then that's the first exchange booth that I've seen walking down here that I've noticed. There's an ATM opposite it as well, so if you want to get some money exchanged, it was open earlier, but I see now that the covers, when I walked past earlier, there was somebody sitting inside of it, but they've put the cover up now, so maybe they've gone to lunch, I don't know. What we got here? Hotel, the sign says the hotel open November 12. I don't know what that says behind it. It looks like 19. That doesn't make any sense. So maybe this isn't yet open then. Maybe it's opening in November. I thought this was open. I thought I'd noticed it open. I may be wrong. Then the Blue Pine, which is villa and pool access. Again, another type of accommodation. I'm guessing maybe 3-4 star accommodation. I don't know much about this. It looks like it's open because I can see all the areas now open without the green screen around it. As I say, that is open. How much of it's open, I don't know. Now I'm just going to turn the camera because I mentioned about the Highway Curry. That is where it's moved to. So opposite the Blue Pine Resort or Villa Pool Access, whatever you want to call it, that is where they've moved from Caron. They were in Caron, they've moved here. They don't sell pizzas even though they've got a pizza oven, because I actually stopped and asked them some time back. They just do Indian food. And then we've got a Thai food restaurant with staff waving at me and saying hello while I'm trying to do the video. Nika, good morning. So you've got a Thai food there. They are clearly open, as you can see the staff inside. So both of these restaurants are open. So if you fancy an Indian or Thai food, you've got a choice down here. And we're making our way back down now to Kata Road, which is of course where you were going to find the beach area and then more hotels and shops. And I'm just taking my time, I'm not rushing down here. I've chose to walk down here rather than coming down here and filming it on the motorbike, because of course you miss so much on the motorbike. There's a small bar here. This is open because I saw it open the other night. A few ladies in there, I'm guessing ideal for single guys. There's a few girls working in there. That is open of an evening time. Obviously it's not open now. There's some accommodation here. I'm guessing these are rooms looking at it. So you got, let's just back up so you can get a look. The Kata View guest house. Let me just change the gimbal so I can tilt it back. Kata View guest house. So rooms there available, and these are open. There's also got laundry services in there as well. So it depends on what sort of accommodation you're looking for. You're going to be able to find something, whether it be a nice hotel or just a room, bed and breakfast, guest house, or even a whole house if you want to rent a house for a month or two, maybe 3 months, whatever you're staying here. We've got motorbike rental. Now the lady that was outside of here earlier told me the prices. These are starting at 200 baht. The PCX is a new one. Normally she does it for 400 baht. She's willing to do it for 350 at the moment. So if you're looking for motorbike rental and you're staying here, then that's something you can find in Kata. There was a coffee shop there that has gone. I don't know much about the accommodation that's behind and above it. I don't know whether that is open. It doesn't look like it's open, I'll be honest with you. And then we have the Poshtel stay at Kata. I don't think that is open either. Lots of businesses here behind me, you can see, that are closed. There's one there for rent. I guess these are shops, small businesses. There's another hire place here for motorbikes, so a couple of places for hire here. That, as you can see, the Postel is clearly closed. That hasn't reopened as yet. And then we've got the Kata. I don't know what that is. Again, I'm guessing it may be rooms down there. I don't know whether they're open or not. And we have a small Thai restaurant here as well. I think that's open. There was somebody in there earlier. There's nobody there at the moment. And then a salon, a bar across the road. I don't know whether it's a restaurant. I believe it is a restaurant stroke bar, and I'm guessing they probably do Thai food over there. Now, while we're on the subject of vehicle rentals, my wife Nat, she is starting a small rental business. So if you're interested in renting a car or a motorbike, you can contact me. I will pass the details on to Nat. We are in the process of setting that up at the moment. We're only starting small. We got a brand new MG5 for rent. So if that's something you're interested in renting a car, we have a brand new, this year, 2002 model MG5, and also, of course, the PCX, we shall be renting out, and also what used to be Charlie, which what we used to call Charlie, the Sam Law. The Sam Law is no more. We've actually sold that, but I still have the motorbike, which is a Honda Wave. It is an older bike, but we're going to be renting that out for 100 baht a day. So if you're after some cheap mobility, is the word that I was looking for. If you're looking for some a cheap rental, then 100 baht a day, the Honda Wave 100, very reliable. It'll get you to where you want to go and back, and it's some cheap transport if that's something you're interested. So that's going to also be available for rental. So if you're interested in motorbike rental or car hire, then do contact me, and then we can go forward from there. I can send you some more details, or Nat will send you some details. And we got a hotel here, a restaurant downstairs. Let's just have a look. Hotel and restaurant, but the name is, I think they're open because they've got a customer and there's some boards outside. So it's saying Chang 60 baht, Leo 60 baht, Singer 70 baht. So definitely open, and they've got some rooms, but there's no name on there as such because their hotel and restaurant is still there, but the sign seems to have faded away. So a little bit of accommodation. I don't know the cost of it. And then again, across the road, we have some more places for rent. Tattoo shop is still there. I can see that's got stuff inside. So, and there's a guy sitting in there. So if you're looking to get a tattoo, there is a tattoo shop. Not quite sure what the place next door. I think it's a bar stroke barbecue, selling barbecue and beers by the looks of it, because I can see Chang and Leo 40 baht, which is very good price for a beer. I'm guessing the small ones, and then 10 baht for the barbecue. They're open, and then we're walking now almost back into the centre of Kata. We've not got too far to go now. So I'm going to be doing a few more of these videos. I want to do some more in Patong because I know there's a lot of people interested in the Patong area. I did do one on the Ratchatit Road some time ago, but I did it live streaming, and the quality didn't come out. I just want to show you this place quickly as well. We've got an inn there, again rooms for rent, that's open. I don't know how much they charge. So a reasonable amount of accommodation available along the road still, and a mixture of businesses. There are some restaurants, there's a few smaller bars, there's a Thai place here, fried rice 60 baht I can see, pad Thai 60 baht, a noodle soup 60 baht, green curry 80 baht, spicy salad 80 baht, spring roll 70 baht. So a small Thai shop selling Thai food at very reasonable prices. So if you're in the Kata area, you want something cheap to eat, there's a small shop there. And then we've got the Flora Resort across the road. that's open because there's looks like a guest going back into the hotel. Again, I don't know to what degree it's open, but that's a resort here, and we're only a few minutes away from the beach at this point. 5 minutes walking to the beach from here, I would say. They've got a pool area I can see over the back there. And then we've got what used to be a bar, the Griffin House Bar. I don't think it's open yet. They've been having some work done on it, so I'm guessing it'll be open very soon. And then again, a mixture of what was open is now closed. I don't know what that was before, haven't got a clue. Might have been a bar, restaurant, I'm not quite sure. And then again, this area, we're right now on the edge of Kata Road here. This is where Kata Road starts. Now if you follow this road all the way along and don't turn off, just keep going straight, that will take you to Kaktanod, of course. Kaktanod from here, well, I've done a video on it, check it out, you'll see I started from this restaurant here, or just by the Beyond Kata Resort, and walked, and you can see how long that took me, about 20 minutes, I think 25 minutes from here walking. Here the business is, yeah, there's nothing going on at the minute. I think there used to be a barbecue restaurant upstairs there, that is closed at the moment. And then we've got more motorbike rental that I can see. Let me just move off the main road there and see what I can get through here. We've got a massage shop that's open. No, it's okay, cup and cap, thank you. And then we have some apartments over there that I can see. Again, I think they're open, I'm not sure, but the shop downstairs is open. Beach accessories and ice creams and different stuff. And then we are now on Kata Road. So this runs all the way through Kata and into Karon. We have exchange over there. I'm not going to bother going over and doing the exchange on this particular video. I will do it on the next one. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at this Soi here in Kata, and it's giving you a little bit more knowledge about this area and what business is and what position you're going to find Kata in at the moment and over the next 6 months. I'm sure it's going to start to get a little bit busier than what it is right at the moment, because as I mentioned, we are in probably the lowest part of the low season. As we move forward into October and November, of course, things hopefully are going to improve, and we're going to see a few more tourists coming over the next few months and going into the high season. Of course, next month we have the Vegetarian Festival. I'm going to be covering it this year because now all the restrictions have been lifted. The Vegetarian Festival is a great experience for people that's never experienced it before. I have covered it in the past, it's been a long while ago. Hopefully we're going to see the Vegetarian Festival this year back to full speed with no restrictions. So you're going to have the fire walking, you're going to have the sword ladder climbing, all the different things that are involved in the Vegetarian Festival. So I'm looking forward to covering that. I've got a few hotels and accommodation coming up in the next few weeks that you're going to see across the channel. Various 5-star hotels and villa accommodation that I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to try and do a little bit more restaurants because I know people are asking me about restaurants, so I'm going to try and do that as well over the next coming months. So I guess that just leaves me to say, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, you take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.